There's a moment that comes quietly, when standing up from the couch takes a little longer, or when the stairs feel steeper than they used to. Many people think it's just age catching up, but it's not. It's your body whispering for help. What you're feeling is the early warning of sarcopenia, a silent condition that slowly steals your strength, your balance, and eventually your independence. Here at Organic Awakening, we believe that losing strength with age isn't destiny. It's a signal, a message that your body still wants to heal, to rebuild, to thrive. And the answer doesn't come from pills or powders. It's hidden in plain sight, in something many of you already have sitting quietly in your fridge. Yes, cheese. But not the kind drowned in additives and salt. I'm talking about real, traditional, living cheeses. Foods our ancestors used not just to nourish, but to restore. Modern science is finally catching up with ancient wisdom, revealing that certain natural cheeses contain bioactive compounds that fuel muscle growth, strengthen bones, and calm inflammation, especially as we age. So today, in this episode of Organic Awakening, we'll uncover the truth behind 3 extraordinary Mexican cheeses that can help you rebuild strength, revive energy, and reclaim your vitality, naturally, deliciously, and powerfully. Because aging isn't about losing life, it's about learning to nourish it differently.
Sarcopenia doesn't appear overnight. It's a silent, patient thief. It doesn't show up on routine blood tests, and it doesn't hurt like a fracture. It creeps into your life gradually. But make no mistake, it's not just aging. It's a real medical condition, a progressive disorder of skeletal muscle. It's a deep biological change where muscle, our organ of longevity, is systematically replaced by fat. Think of it this way. Muscle isn't just for movement. It's a metabolic organ. It's the main site where your body stores sugar after meals, keeping it out of your bloodstream. When you lose muscle mass, you lose your primary glucose reservoir, dramatically increasing your risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Muscle is also an endocrine organ that releases signaling molecules called myokines, which communicate with your brain, liver, and immune system. Losing muscle means losing that vital communication network. After the age of 60, our bodies enter a phase scientists call anabolic resistance, meaning muscle cells become less responsive to the signal from protein. You need higher doses and better quality amino acids to get the same muscle-building response you used to get at 40. Add to this another invisible yet powerful enemy, chronic low-grade inflammation. This inflammation often originates in a leaky or imbalanced gut, what doctors call dysbiosis. An inflamed gut doesn't just absorb nutrients poorly, it releases pro-inflammatory compounds into the bloodstream that reach your muscles and trigger muscle breakdown pathways. It's like trying to build a house while a demolition crew quietly works on the foundation. This combination of anabolic resistance, silent inflammation, and hormonal imbalance is the perfect storm that erodes your strength day after day. But here's the good news. This is where we can and must intervene. Precision nutrition is our most effective weapon. It's not about eating more. It's about sending the right biochemical signals at the right time, telling your body, stop the demolition, it's time to rebuild. And those signals are perfectly packaged in the foods we're about to explore. If you're already finding this information valuable, type the word strength in the comments and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming health guides. Pillar number 1, Cotija Añejo. Our first reconstruction pillar is a treasure of Mexican gastronomy, a cheese with character, history, and astonishing nutritional density. Cotija Añejo. And I want to be clear, I'm not referring to the fresh, crumbly cotija, but its aged version, that hard, dry, salty wheel aged for months, sometimes up to a year, as it's traditionally done in the mountains of Michoacán. This aging process, guided by time and beneficial bacteria, not only gives it a deep and complex flavor, but transforms its biochemical structure into a perfect tool against sarcopenia. Let's start with digestion. As we age, our production of the enzyme lactase decreases, and many older adults develop lactose intolerance, suffering from gas and bloating. The long fermentation and maturation process of aged cotija removes almost all lactose. Moreover, the enzymes in the cheese break down its main protein, casein, into shorter chains called peptides. In essence, it becomes a pre-digested protein, much easier to absorb for a digestive system that no longer works as efficiently as before. But its real power lies in one specific amino acid, the king of muscle building, leucine. Leucine is the master switch that activates a cellular pathway called mTOR, the main regulator of growth and repair in the body. Think of leucine as the key that turns on the engine of your entire muscle-building machinery. Without enough leucine, it doesn't matter how much protein you eat, the engine never starts. Aged cotija is one of the most concentrated natural sources of leucine in existence. Just a small 30-gram portion, sprinkled over your beans, nopal salad, or morning eggs, is enough to turn that key and ignite your anabolic engine. But cotija does more than just build muscle. It's incredibly rich in calcium and, even more importantly, vitamin K2. Muscle and bone are two inseparable brothers that support one another. Strong muscles need strong bones, and vice versa. Muscle activity sends the main signal that tells your bones to stay dense. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic director, ensuring the calcium you consume goes to your bones and teeth, not dangerously into your arteries or kidneys. So with every bite of aged cotija, you're not only feeding your muscles with leucine, you're also strengthening the very skeleton that supports you, while protecting your cardiovascular system at the same time. It's a perfect example of nutritional synergy.
The second pillar, panela cheese. Now let's move to the nighttime phase. There's a sacred window of time while we sleep, when our body performs its deepest repair work. Human growth hormone, our internal source of youth, peaks. Systemic inflammation decreases, and the micro-tears in muscle fibers caused by daily activity repair and strengthen. However, this nocturnal anabolic window only opens when we provide the body with two crucial conditions: deep, uninterrupted sleep and the right building materials circulating in the bloodstream. This is where our second ally enters, the humble, fresh, and versatile panela cheese. Unlike fast-digesting proteins like whey, which are absorbed within an hour, panela is rich in casein, a protein that forms a kind of gel in the acidic environment of the stomach, greatly slowing its digestion. This allows for a slow and steady release of amino acids into your bloodstream for up to 7 or 8 hours. Imagine you're building a wall, and instead of receiving all the bricks at once and running out halfway through the night, you get them steadily, rhythmically, exactly as the workers need them. That's precisely what the casein in panela does for your muscles. Feeding your muscles during the night is one of the most effective ways to support the body's natural repair mode. Eating a small portion of panela cheese about an hour before bed ensures that your muscles don't slip into a catabolic state, a period of muscle breakdown during the long overnight fast. But the benefits of panela go beyond muscle recovery. This cheese also contains tryptophan, an essential amino acid that is the direct precursor of serotonin and melatonin. Serotonin is the neurotransmitter of calm and well-being, while melatonin is the hormone that regulates your sleep cycle. For many older adults, sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented, often waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning with a racing mind. This is usually triggered by a drop in blood sugar, which causes a spike in cortisol, the stress hormone. The slow-digesting protein in panela helps stabilize blood sugar levels overnight, preventing these cortisol surges. At the same time, tryptophan naturally supports the production of those neurochemicals that help you fall into a deeper, more restorative sleep. And better sleep means better growth hormone release, and ultimately, a stronger, more resilient body upon waking. It's a virtuous cycle. Panela helps you sleep better, and better sleep helps you rebuild stronger. But we're not done. The best part is yet to come. As we age, our digestive system naturally becomes more selective. The production of stomach acid and digestive enzymes decreases, and the intestinal barrier can become more permeable. Foods that we once tolerated easily can now cause bloating, gas, or heaviness. This is especially true for dairy.
Here's where our third cheese comes into play, not just as a muscle builder, but as a healer of the gut and a peacekeeper for the immune system: goat cheese. The key difference between goat cheese and cow cheese lies in the type of casein protein they contain. Most cow's milk products today contain A1 casein, which releases a peptide called beta-casomorphin 7, or BCM7, during digestion, a compound that can be pro-inflammatory and hard to digest for many people. Goat cheese, on the other hand, contains mainly A2 casein, which is structurally closer to human milk and doesn't release this problematic peptide. It's significantly less inflammatory and much easier to tolerate. For older adults whose immune systems may already be dealing with chronic inflammation from arthritis or other conditions, this difference can be transformative. But digestion is only the beginning. Modern science has uncovered a deep, undeniable link between gut health and muscle mass, something we now call the gut-muscle axis. A healthy gut, rich in diverse microbiota, not only absorbs nutrients more efficiently, but also produces anti-inflammatory compounds like butyrate, which travel through the body, creating the ideal environment for muscle growth. Goat cheese, especially in its fermented or artisanal forms, contains beneficial probiotics that help repopulate the gut flora. In addition, the fat structure of goat cheese is unique. It's rich in medium-chain fatty acids like capric and caprylic acid. Unlike long-chain fats, these MCFAs don't require bile or liver processing. They're absorbed directly and converted into clean, efficient energy inside your mitochondria, your cell's power plants. This provides a fast and steady source of energy for both muscles and brain, helping combat fatigue and maintain mental clarity without the risk of being stored as body fat. By incorporating goat cheese into your diet, you're not just getting high-quality protein. You're also healing your gut, reducing systemic inflammation, and providing accessible energy, creating the perfect biological terrain for muscle regeneration. Understanding the unique benefits of each cheese is important, but the real magic, the real healing, happens when you integrate them into a daily holistic strategy. It's not about eating cheese without limits, but about using it as a precise nutritional tool at the right moment and in synergy with other healing foods. Let me paint a picture of what a muscle rebuilding day could look like. Morning. Ideally after a light walk in the sun to synchronize your circadian rhythm and awaken your muscles. Have scrambled eggs with spinach or wild greens topped with crumbled poached cheese. Add half an avocado on the side. You've got easy-to-digest protein, energizing fats, muscle-supporting potassium, and a powerful anti-inflammatory start to your day. Midday. This is the ideal time for aged cotija cheese. Picture a cactus salad with tomato, onions, cilantro, and avocado, or a hearty bowl of lentils with vegetables crowned with a generous sprinkle of cotija. You're combining prebiotic fiber, complex carbs, and healthy fats with a strong leucine boost, your body's most powerful anabolic signal of the day. Evening. About 60 to 90 minutes before bed, it's time for panela cheese, a thin slice, perhaps with a few magnesium-rich nuts or pumpkin seeds. This isn't a heavy dinner. It's a therapeutic dose of slow-release protein and tryptophan, preparing your body for deep, restorative sleep and overnight repair.
This synergy is the key. You combine movement with precise nutrition, using each cheese as part of a harmonious orchestra of wellness. Avoid sabotaging your efforts. Pair these cheeses with plenty of vegetables, healthy fats, and natural fiber, and minimize the true enemies of muscle mass: refined sugar, white flour, and ultra-processed vegetable oils, which only fuel inflammation. Strength isn't built through protein alone. It's built through biological intelligence. So, here you have it. Sarcopenia doesn't have to be an inevitable sentence. The gradual loss of strength and independence is not a sign of aging. It's a signal, a call for wiser, more precise nourishment. Aged cotija during the day to activate muscle growth, panela at night to enhance repair, and goat cheese to heal the gut and calm inflammation. These aren't exotic or complicated foods. They're part of our cultural heritage, waiting to be rediscovered as the powerful healing tools they truly are. Rebuilding your strength after 60 isn't about chasing lost youth. It's about optimizing your present and building a future full of vitality and capacity. It's about lifting your grandchildren, walking confidently in the park, and living in your own home with dignity and independence. Strength is a message you send to your body every single day, with every bite, with every step. And that message can begin today, in your next meal, in your next. Have a good day.